They are trying to get over on the system, and they look for ways to trick us and our systems. Sometimes they're successful.
Tonight, revenue ripoff. IT-Mate uncovers millions in missing tax money. How it's being stolen from taxpayers and used to line the pockets of thousands of business owners across the state. Last year, more than a third of Indiana's total revenue came from sales taxes, nearly $7 billion in all.
But an IT-Mate investigation found that number should have been much larger. IT-Mate's Troy Kehoe exposes how some businesses are keeping more than their fair share.
Last year, IT-Mate blew the whistle on a confusing state tax code that was causing some Indiana retailers to charge you sales tax when they shouldn't be. Now, our investigation has uncovered another disturbing trend: business owners padding their pockets with your tax money and getting away with it. It's a transaction built on trust. Buy a product, pay a tax. The money is collected at the cash register, but it belongs to the state.
What we don't want to see businesses do is run their business or make their profit on the 7% sales tax. That's not their money. We entrust to the business that responsibility.
But what happens when that trust is broken? To find out, IT-Mate dug through state records and found thousands of late payment notices sent to retailers across Indiana. Overdue bills are mailed within 10 days. And the state says most retailers quickly get the message.
Most people do.
Suggesting to you that in most cases it's an inadvertent error?
It's an inadvertent error. It might be a cash flow issue. Who knows what the reasons are? The reasons are across the board.
But if the bills keep piling up, the state steps things up by serving a tax warrant.
By the very nature of the term warrant, it does, I think, cause folks to perk their ears up a little bit and pay attention.
The warrant doesn't mean you'll be arrested, but it does give Indiana sheriffs like Hamilton County's Mark Bowen the ability to cash in.
The sheriff does have the option to go out and levy businesses and collect those taxes right out of the cash till.
Because of that, the volume of warrants now served here is at an all-time high.
As of today's date, 13,448.
Wow. And that's just in Hamilton County?
Yes.
And statistics compiled by IT-Mate show tax warrants are rising at staggering rates in many other counties too. In Marion County alone, more than 250,000 have been served in just the last 5 years. That's more than 3,500 warrants per deputy per year.
It does signify a problem.
But the state isn't sold.
We're going to collect $100 million in sales tax from delinquent accounts this year.
It's an impressive number, but IT-Mate found those collections come with a catch.
How much of that is what's actually owed to you?
We couldn't tell you that. We don't know.
This is the reason why empty storefronts and vacant lots, retailers that went out of business. They're not collecting any sales tax now, but they were, and some never paid their share before they shut down. But because the state doesn't know when those businesses shut down, Dittmer says there's no way to accurately calculate what they owe. The state just knows at some point they owed something.
There is no statute of limitations on debt to the state.
Closing a business down is not a solution.
Doesn't protect you. Doesn't protect you at all.
But the state does know how many owe. 3 years ago, this list became public for the first time. You can now find it online. Every business on it has had its retail license revoked because of outstanding tax debt, 36,000 and counting, likely representing millions in lost revenue that could help offset other taxes we all pay. Which leads to a critical question: what is the state doing to track that money down? Friday night at 11, IT-Mate hits the streets for answers, putting that list to the test. And what we uncovered,
I thought I owe something, that's why my name is there,
is raising new questions.
Everything's been settled?
About how well Indiana's tax laws are really enforced. Tomorrow night, we take those questions to the top, see what's already sparking lawmakers to call for immediate action to keep this revenue ripoff from growing. At the State House, Troy Kehoe, 24 Hour News 8.